mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
It's great to be with you, and looks like we made our way through the week, and here we are. I hope you had a good week and you're having a good day, a good start to your day, and we'll be here for a couple of hours, hopefully talking about things that will resonate with you and will help make a difference in your health, wellness, and well-being in some form or fashion, hopefully sooner rather than later, and hopefully something that you can do and work it into your day-to-day life. That's what we're trying to do here, at least in part. And there are all kinds of ways to get at that, to help people, help them take charge of their health. And that can mean a lot of different things. Exactly how do you do that? It clearly implicates the choices that you're going to make about your diet and lifestyle. But how many people take the time to think about that and figure it out? You know, around this time of year, of course, there's New Year's resolutions. That's why I sort of like New Year's resolutions. It gives people a chance to think about things, to hit the reset button, to consider what they may try to change or try something new, even though they may have failed many times before. So we try to help with that and to reinforce the whole idea that it's never too late, you're never too old, you're never too young. You are where you are, and you are who you are, and your health status is what it is, and that's what you work with. You know, what's that old saying? Something about generals don't go to war with the army they want. They got to go to war with the army that they have. And that's sort of what we have to do. We have to address our health and our wellness with conditions as they are, and our dispositions as they are, and our ability to make a commitment, or, you know, how much of a commitment we can make or not make. That's what we got to work with. And some people, you know, have more to work with than others because of they may have more ambition to do it. They may have more motivation to do it. Something may be really pushing them to do better. Oftentimes when people get sick, they will find themselves moving on a path that they once wouldn't even thought about. On the other hand, I've seen people get sick and like it's the same stuff. Nothing's changed. And they just continue. Not a good idea. So that's just by way of saying that one of the things the show is trying to do is that to get people to, I'm also trying to get people to think, to, you know, push it a little bit and have people consider and evaluate what they're doing. Now, many people that listen to a show such as this are already on a path that would include what I'm talking about, that they're already, you know, they have a higher consciousness about their health, and they're working on it. They think at it. They think about it. They try things. But nevertheless, we all can use a little help, a little motivation, a little support. And it's always nice when people call the show, when listeners call the show and share their experiences, because there are some people out there listening who may think that, you know, this is only happening to me, and they sometimes get isolated. That's why I think it's making the show as interactive as we can make it helps everybody, me, the other listeners, the person calling. And you can watch the show right now live at letstalknutrition.com. And you can watch it on demand, and you can hear it on demand as well, because the shows are archived. The audio and the video of the show on any given day is archived. And the video, if you go to the website, you'll see at letstalknutrition.com YouTube. Correct, John? It's YouTube.
Yeah, the on-demand is YouTube on your website.
Mm-hmm. And that's good. So I thought about this last night to ask you today.
Okay.
So today's the what? 16th. So this is the second full week now. Second full week that we've been videoing the show, streaming the show. Let me use the right language. Streaming the show.
There you go. Yes.
So now I would like to hear your evaluation of how we're doing.
Oh, we're doing great. I mean, there's little nuances, we have to fix, stuff like that, but that's easy.
Is the viewing audience growing?
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. As a matter of fact, it's growing and it's consistent, which is excellent.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people out there like to watch.
Mm-hmm. So let me just ask you, this is your business.
Yes.
What advantage does it give the listener to become a viewer? What do you think that does in terms of contributing to having of the show itself, myself, right, guests, whatever, whomever, on the listener? Do you think it makes a difference?
Absolutely. I mean,
given your experience, because you do other health shows and you do all kinds of shows, what do you think about that?
From the response that we get from the watchers is they always, and this, the first thing they say is, we got to put a face with the voice.
I see.
And then a lot of times we're showing a product. A lot of my other clients will show products that they're talking about, and then they get to, now that people can actually see the product and see the people that you're talking to. And that's a big difference. We have become a show me society. Yeah. Everybody likes to listen and they like to read, but there's more people that want to see and watch
mm-hmm.
than that has ever been before.
And we do that. I'm looking up to my right, and there's a giant screen up there. And when we're doing the video portion, when we have guests on, we'll have the image of a guest, and if they're with a company, we even have the company name. And if we mention products, we put the product up there.
Absolutely.
Because I often get calls. People say, well, what's the name of the product, or what does it look like? Then when I go into a health store, so that would be helpful in that regard, right? The streaming.
Because a lot of times, I mean, I think you have more educated listeners than a lot of the shows that we do.
Some very smart people out there listen to this show.
When you go into a store to pick something out, to get something, you kind of want to know what you're looking for.
I see.
So
sure.
You don't want to ask a lot of questions, because sometimes it's some of the stores get crazy and it's busy and it's just the way it is. So me personally, if I want to go in a store and buy something, I want to know what I'm looking for. So that does make a difference.
So I know that people learn in different ways. I taught as a professor for a long time, many years, and I learned over the years. And then you come to read and understand it in terms of education, that people learn in different ways.
Absolutely.
Some people learn they would rather be there by themselves. Some people learn by listening. Some by watching. Some by doing both. Some people have to touch things. People learn in different ways. They want to see pictures, graphs, whatever. Yeah. Other people would rather not. So I think this adds another dimension to have an influence on the viewer, in this case, and the listener, but if they become a viewer, and helping them to remember things. Because we're going to be posting, we'll put up, like, for example, going forward, if I'm talking about some particular part of the body, some anatomical area of the body, or an organ system, digestive, heart, we may put up images to illustrate what I'm talking about work on that.
Absolutely.
And it's just yet another way to reinforce what we're trying to do. I just wanted to share that with you so that you get a sense of why we're doing this. And we had some demand from people. They want to watch the show as I do it. So we'll be back.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Xenia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Xenia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Xenia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Xenia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Xenia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, collagen, and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you are strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Xenia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Xenia by name. Start taking Xenia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Coenzyme Q10 is a powerful antioxidant nutrient. It protects against free radical damage, supports heart function, energy production, and immune response. Aging reduces our ability to absorb CoQ10 from our diet, so supplementing with a highly absorbable form of CoQ10 is the first step to ensuring optimal levels in the body. Secondly, typical CoQ10 supplements are in a ubiquinone or non-reduced form. For the body to use that type of CoQ10, it must first convert it to ubiquinol or the reduced form. QH Absorb is Gero Formula's highly absorbable and bioavailable CoQ10 supplement. Not only is QH Absorb more absorbable than traditional CoQ10 supplements, but as ubiquinol, it's already in a reduced bioavailable form. Your body can use QH Absorb without having to do any conversion work. Ask specifically for Gero Formula's QH Absorb at your favorite vitamin retailer. For more information on QH Absorb, go to Gero.com. That's Jarrow for the best and highly absorbable bioavailable CoQ10 supplements.
Are you looking for a product that will aid weight loss both safely and naturally? That will stimulate your metabolism and reduce the absorption of fat from food? Then look no further than Right Way Nutrition. As featured on national daytime health shows, Right Way Nutrition is a premium dietary and nutritional supplement provider who believes the best form of encouragement is results. Right Way Nutrition aims to provide customers with the most superior and effective products available. Right Way Nutrition's 100% pure green coffee bean extract with Svetol does just that. While green coffee bean extract may not be new to the scene, Right Way Nutrition offers a new and improved formula of green coffee bean extract infused with their trademark ingredient Svetol, which is proven to be a vital ingredient for successful weight loss results. Right Way Nutrition provides you with a fast-acting, healthy, effective green coffee bean extract proven to naturally and safely aid weight loss. Your search for the perfect natural weight loss supplement is over. Right Way Nutrition's 100% pure green coffee bean extract with Svetol will help you reach all your weight loss goals.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971. And we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Vega, clean, plant-based nutrition. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Nordic Naturals, pure and great-tasting omega oils. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Well, let me show you. If you're watching, in my hand. I carry this, excuse me, in my black bag. I have a black bag. It's different than a doctor's black bag. If you're watching, I'm holding it up. And this is always in my black bag, especially during cold and flu season. Let me see if I can get that. Okay.
What is that, Doc?
What is that? It's a product. It's made by A. Vogel, and it's called Echinoforce. And I'm holding it up. There it is. And people who listen to my show regularly know that I've referenced this product. Let me tell you, and I was taking it during the commercial break, and I didn't time it right, and I had it under my tongue, and as we were coming back, that I was trying to swallow and talk at the same, choked to death. But that's what I was doing. Now, this is going to lead me into the stories and studies I want to talk about today. This is Echinoforce. This is made by A. Vogel. They've been on my show. They've been a sponsor of the show, too. And great company. And this product has been around decades. Made in Switzerland. Great story about this product. This is echinacea. And A. Vogel was a naturopath. He lived in Switzerland. And this was early on in the 20th part of the 20th century, or maybe midway. So he decides to take a trip. He traveled around the world. He was one of the early naturopaths. Brilliant guy, apparently. He travels to the United States, and he ends up somewhere in, I think, North Dakota. The story is on their website. I may have some of the details wrong, but the general theme is right. And he befriends a medicine man with the tribe, this particular tribe. I think it was in North Dakota. So at some point he leaves, and the medicine man, they became such great friends, gave him the seeds, the echinacea seeds. He takes them back to Switzerland, plants them, and begins to grow the crop. And to this day, that crop, those seeds serve as the basis for the crop that they have. And this product is fabulous. I highly recommend it. It also comes, this is a liquid, and it also comes in tablet, and they dissolve. I let them dissolve in my mouth. They're interesting. They dissolve quickly in your mouth. I love this product. Now, I'll take this all through cold and flu season, which leads me to my stories and studies that I want to share with you today. 877-897-8255. 877-897-8255. This is one of the advantages of watching the show, John. I mean, this is great. Now I can actually show the viewer what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
I love this. This is wonderful. This is great.
My wife makes me take that. Echinacea.
Yeah, well, take this.
I'll take that one.
Echinoforce.
Echinoforce. I'm writing it down.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Apparently, the flu vaccine is only 23% effective. People who got flu shots this winter with the hopes of not getting sick are only 23% less likely, it's being reported all over the place, to get the flu than someone who didn't get the vaccine. This is according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Now, I know that there are people listening. You couldn't get them to take a flu shot at gunpoint or any shot, vaccine. They won't take them. And they're pretty ardent in their belief about this and almost ideological. I respect that. I'm a journalist as well here, so I'm reporting. Now, this flu season, the H3N2 flu virus has been the more predominant strain. Turns out that the CDC says that about 70% of these H3N2 flu viruses have genetically changed such that they're not responsive to the flu vaccine that was made to anticipate this winter's flu. In other words, the scientists and the medical researchers and doctors guessed wrong. And this is why the vaccine is less likely to be effective. And how do they know it's not effective? Because the rate of flu infection is off the charts. Now, since flu vaccines were developed, and based on early predictions, this is I'm now giving attribution to time.com. They're talking about this. Based on early predictions of what flu viruses will be most common during a certain season, scientists have a pretty good way to estimate what's going to take place. Sometimes they get it wrong. But since the CDC has been in the business of tracking flu vaccine effectiveness, they started that in 2004. The rates have ranged from 10% effectiveness up to 60% effectiveness. Right now, it's about 23% effective. You might ask, okay, why should I get that flu shot? Because they're claiming, and I'm reporting. You may disagree with this. I'm just reporting. They're claiming, the doctors claim that scientists that put these vaccines together, that if you do in fact get sick, you won't be as symptomatically hit as hard. When we come back, I'm going to share with you a very disturbing story about a young woman who just got married and got the flu. It's tragic what happened to her. I'll come back and I'll tell you what happened.
Feel time. Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Flora, premium organic oils, teas, tonics, and supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And we're back, and welcome to the show wherever and however you may be listening and whatever you may be doing. You may be even watching the show live right now at letstalknutrition.com. Regarding the flu, as I was just reporting, the flu is about 23% effective at the moment. And it's really bad news. And it's not doing a good job, and because the scientists guessed wrong. Dr. Alicia Fry from the CDC said this is an uncommon year, and more people now are sick with the flu. In some places in the country, emergency rooms are besieged with people sick and people being hospitalized. This year's formula didn't include the strain I alluded to earlier, the H3N2 virus, that ended up causing about 2/3 of the illnesses so far this particular season. And this strain it's reported, like in the Baltimore Sun, for example, reported that it causes more hospitalizations and deaths. This is a pretty virulent strain. And this is especially true with respect to the elderly, making this an especially difficult winter to get sick with the flu. And it's not only the elderly about whom we need to be concerned here. If you're watching on letstalknutrition.com, if you're watching the show, John's going to put up an image of a young woman. She just got married. She was 26 years old, and her name was Catherine McQuestion of Kenosha, Wisconsin. She ended up dying of sepsis, and it was the sepsis was a consequence of contracting the flu virus. And she was a radiologist, this young woman, lovely young person, and she got the flu. Now, I was just reporting on how the flu vaccine this year is not effective. She got the flu shot. She did get the flu shot, but caught the flu anyway because the vaccine this year they didn't guess right. And when you look at her image at letstalknutrition.com, when you see her, she is a picture of health. That's what her mother said to ABC News. The young woman was just married in September. She was 29, I think. I think she was 29. Or she was 26, her husband's 29. Now, Catherine McQuestion complained. She was complaining that she didn't feel well. And when her mother and daughter, she and her mother were on a trip to a dress shop, they were going out to buy a dress. This was after Christmas, around December 29th, it's reported. The following day, she went home sick from work. And her mother said she picked up an antibiotic for her on New Year's Eve. Then on New Year's Day, it's reported that Catherine called her mother and said, quote, "Mom, I've never been this sick," end quote. The McQuestion's parents and husband met her in the emergency room. She went to an emergency room, and the doctors told them that she had a high heart rate, low blood pressure, and a low temperature. They gave her anti-nausea medication and something to help her sleep. About 12 hours later, only 12 hours later, the hospital called the parents of Catherine and told them she had taken a turn for the worse. And her mom was telling ABC News that, quote, they told us sepsis had set in and it was too late. And her mother continued, by that time, all her organs had begun to fail. There was nothing they could do, end quote. Needless to say, the family was devastated. Her mother said to go from not feeling good to dying is just, she said, there are no words. So, yes, the elderly get sick with the flu. Pregnant women are also susceptible. But young people can get sick. She was beautiful, beautiful young woman, 26 years old. And it's in terms of sepsis, sepsis is an infection, a system-wide infection in your body. It's hard to predict if you're going to get sepsis from the flu. If you have asthma, lung disease, they can make you more vulnerable to the sepsis. So said Dr. William Schaffner, chairman of the preventive medicine at Vanderbilt University Medical Center in Nashville. Dr. Schaffner said that usually pneumonia infection is confined to the lungs, but on occasion it can be so bad that the bacteria leave the lungs and get into the bloodstream, end quote. Sometimes when people get the flu, they'll end up with a lung infection. And pneumonia, or they'll get pneumonia. And pneumonia and flu seem to go together, unfortunately. So be mindful of the flu. If you really don't feel well, and I know doctors get crazy when people show up in the emergency room because they have the flu. I would rather see people err on the side of making a mistake and going there when they shouldn't go there, and then when they should have gone, didn't go because they were concerned that they didn't want to, burden anybody. If you feel really, really sick and you have the flu, you get thee to an emergency room immediately. Do not mess around with it. I don't care how old you are. Young, old, anything in between. Elderly women, elderly people, and pregnant women and women who are pregnant certainly are susceptible. So are young children. But this was a 26-year-old woman. Shame. It's a shame. Oftentimes I report statistics. I'm trying to put a human element to all of this business about the flu shot and getting the flu vaccine. Now, again, I know there are people out there that don't get it. I didn't get it this year. Turns out it's only 23% effective, but the experts say that you still should get it. And again, I respect people who don't believe in vaccines. We come back, I'm going to tell you about another vaccine-related story and what happens when people don't get the vaccine. You can't make this up. And you're going to think I'm talking about Disneyland. As a matter of fact, I will be talking about Disneyland. Be right back.
Natural Factors presents.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray. How would you like to feel more calm, centered, and alert with greater mental focus and clarity? Pharma-GABA, a special natural form of the major brain chemical GABA, can help. Our brain can naturally produce GABA, but sometimes we don't produce enough. So taking it as a supplement can give your brain a GABA boost. Pharma-GABA is a clinically proven form that is considerably more effective than other forms. Pharma-GABA produces favorable changes in brainwave patterns as well as a dramatic reduction in markers of stress, including salivary cortisol levels. Pharma-GABA is fast-acting with feelings of calmness and mental focus experienced within 5 minutes of taking Pharma-GABA. So, if you want to feel calmer with greater mental clarity and focus and need a fast-acting help to cope with a stressful day, give Pharma-GABA a try. I think you'll be glad you did.
Hi, I'm Jordan Rubin, founder and CEO of Garden of Life. Oceans 3 was created with a simple premise in mind. Develop a line of premium omega-3 fish oil formulations that met or exceeded the market leader in quality. And then go beyond omega-3 by providing amplified benefits and value to the consumer. Oceans 3 contains ultra-pure, high-potency fish oil, along with astaxanthin and fucoxanthin. Each of these ingredients, when taken individually, have superb benefits. When they are combined into the exciting compound omega-xanthin, they work synergistically to amplify their already amazing benefits. In addition to the synergy of omega-xanthin, Oceans 3 offers unrivaled purity and greater value than the leading omega-3 fish oils available today, making the Oceans 3 family of products the best choice for anyone looking to add a healthy dose of omega-3 fats and a giant dose of extraordinary health to their lives.
Did you know that doctors recommend omega-3 essential fatty acids for kids and grown-ups alike? Nordic Naturals, the #1 fish oil in the U.S., offers omega-3s for everyone. In fact, Nordic Naturals has one of the largest product portfolios in the world. Our best-selling Ultimate Omega is available in soft gels or liquid, both with a light, clean lemon flavor and no fishy aftertaste. This concentrated formula has been clinically shown to support heart health. For children, kids everywhere love Nordic Naturals Children's DHA, offered in great-tasting strawberry liquid or chewable soft gels. New Omega Boost is a creamy, delicious formulation of omega-3s. With its great mango taste and velvety smooth texture, Nordic Naturals Omega Boost is a great choice for the whole family. Nordic Naturals carefully manages every step of production of our omega-3 fish oils from boat to bottle, so you can count on Nordic Naturals to be exceptionally pure, fresh, and effective. Nordic Naturals for kids and grown-ups alike. Available at natural products retailers or online at nordicnaturals.com.
Is your fish oil wildly pure? New Chapter is proud to offer a whole food approach to fish oil, Whole Mega. Naturally pure 100% wild-caught salmon comes from the pristine waters of Alaska. Like extra virgin olive oil, the fresh-caught salmon for Whole Mega is pressed immediately after harvest. And that's all that's needed to deliver wild Alaskan salmon's whole complement of vital omega fatty acids. These omegas support your heart health. One serving of Whole Mega per day, 2 grams, has been clinically shown to help retain healthy triglyceride levels and to improve the omega-3 index, a studied marker of heart health. And did you know experts recommend consuming 2 to 3 servings of fish per week? So 1 week of Whole Mega delivers the omegas of 3 servings of wild Alaskan salmon. Discover the New Chapter difference, wildly pure Whole Mega. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local Fine Health food store.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Greens Plus, superfood for super health. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Right Way Nutrition, nutrition the right way. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And we're back. Thanks for tuning in today. And here we are at the end of the week. We run out of energy before we run out of week. In the second part of the show today, I'm going to be talking about energizing yourself. I get questions all the time. I'm bombarded with questions about, can you help me have a little bit more energy? and we'll talk about that. And I'll do that. I'll deal with that in the second part of the show. And you're always invited to call, no matter what I'm talking about. And by the way, this business about getting the vaccine, getting the flu shot, I know that some people don't agree with it. And you can always chime in. Call 877-897-8255. And if you get if you are in favor of the shot or not in favor of the shot, or you have a story to tell about your experience in getting a flu shot, please call the show. It's a listener-friendly show. I'd love to hear from you. The stories sometimes can help people understand better what's going on with a particular issue and help them make a decision. Now, when I was a boy, I remember getting the measles and having to stay home from school. And Dr. Kissel, I remember his name, Dr. Kissel. His office was down on Lincoln Avenue in Pittsburgh, where I lived. And he came to the house. And then they developed a vaccine for measles, and people weren't getting the measles. A couple of days ago or so, a few days ago, I reported on people going to California Disney theme parks in Anaheim. I'll be there in March. I'm staying away from those parks, Disneyland and the other one next to it. They're right down the street from where I'm staying. It's being reported on the different news outlets that there are 13 new measles cases that are connected to these California Disney theme parks in Anaheim. California health officials, it's reported yesterday, confirmed these 13 new cases connected to this outbreak at these Disney theme parks that's been going on since last month, bringing the total now to 39. The new cases of this airborne illness include 5 people from Los Angeles and 1 person from San Diego County. Now, the San Diego County cases include at least 5 people who showed up with fevers and rashes Wednesday at the Sharp Rees Steely Urgent Care Clinic. My God, could they make that name long enough? In the suburb of La Mesa. The clinic shut down for several hours, and dozens of other patients at the clinic were questioned about their medical histories because they didn't want people to get infected with the measles. The California health officials say that the 35 of the confirmed cases in California, and two are in Utah, and one apiece in Colorado and Washington, these officials reported. They also reported that many of these people were not vaccinated. Of the 10 total cases in San Diego, only 1 was vaccinated. Only 1. Most of the patients who have visited Disneyland or Disney's California Adventure Park between December 15th and December 20th have contracted the illness from others who visited the park. Now, there's something called the herd effect. If everybody's getting the flu shot or let's say the vaccine for measles, everybody gets it. That means that there's less of that virus filtering through the population. So the people that are in the population who didn't get the flu shot are protected. And so there's sort of an illusion that I don't need to get the vaccine or the flu shot because I'm not getting sick. And these vaccines don't work because I'm not sick. Well, you're not sick because the virus, whether it's measles, whatever it may be, chickenpox, polio, influenza, whatever, or some virus made by Lucifer, I don't know what. If everybody's getting the vaccine and you're in that population, you're part of the herd. The herd is not generally infected, hence You don't get infected, and so you believe the vaccines are not effective. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm reporting. Make of it what you will. And there's some people, and I would never, ever tell a person not to get a flu shot. Some of my colleagues, some of whom do talk shows, one of whom does a highly, how can I put it, inflamed political health talk show would, and I've had him on my show, would go on and on about the government and other agencies and other institutes, that there's some conspiracy, the pharmaceutical companies and collusion with, and they build these scenarios, these narratives, and I sit there and by the time they're done, I'm thinking, my God, how did you, where's the evidence for all that? Where's the evidence that the doctors are in collusion with the pharmaceutical companies? Where is that meeting held? I want to attend the meeting so I can report on it. Is it in Miami? Where are they holding that meeting? To map out the plan. I don't know. It's an individual choice. I think people have to make it. I would never encourage people one way or another. I report the facts. You make of it what you will, and you decide. Now, are there risks associated with the vaccine of one sort or another? Yes. I suspect that there are. There is some evidence to suggest that. Vaccines have been connected to autism, ADHD, other learning disorders. Some people, we would even say death. Believe you me, if those stories were abundant, those vaccines would be pulled by the government and everybody else. I'm not saying there's no risk. I'm just saying that it seems like this particular flu season, for example, the vaccines aren't working. The vaccine is only 23% effective, and people are sick, really sick. Some dying, as they do every flu season. Just a young woman I reported on, 26 years old, from the flu. Come back, we'll talk about energy.
Still looking
Winds Weather Center forecast. We'll see mid-low 60s for the high today. Sunshine back finally as well. We'll get rid of that morning cloud cover. Bit of a breeze today, making it feel just a touch more chilly. Lows tonight cold in the mid to upper 40s, and through the weekend we'll see 70 for a high tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds, then cool down just a little bit for Sunday. A slight chance of showers even, 10%, and a breeze. Upper 60s for the high Sunday, and we'll start the week a little on the chilly side. We'll see some mid-upper 60s on Monday, getting back into the low-mid 70s by Wednesday. Wall Street today, markets are mixed at the moment. Dow is down 39 to 17,281. NASDAQ up 6. The S&P index in the green by a fraction. Mix of sun and clouds right now. Brandon up to 55. Same for Tampa, 57 out of St. Pete. Bradenton, 56. Impact Radio, 1250 wins.
The opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during the following program are not those of WHNZ AM, its staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier. Because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
And we're back. Thanks for tuning in today. End of the week. We're here I'm with you 5 days a week, and the show is syndicated across the U.S. It does play at different times in different markets, and in some markets it's 1 hour, some markets it's 2 hours. It just depends, and we're working on it to get the show even more syndicated, and we made that commitment, and it's a big commitment. We're working on, we're at, 9.5 years or so. Come May, it'll be 10. And the show keeps evolving. And you can watch Let's Talk Nutrition right now live at letstalknutrition.com. John Gaston is the producer of the live streaming of the show. He does a great job. I work with him constantly trying to make this better for you, the viewer of Let's Talk Nutrition. For example, one of the advantages of doing this, earlier in the show, I held up this small bottle of Force, as you can see it, and I've talked about it before on other shows before we were streaming, and it's cold and flu season. You heard me just report on those stories and stories in the news about the flu vaccine and that young woman, Catherine McQuestion, who's 26 years old, died. She got the flu shot because since the flu shot's not working, she got the flu anyway. She developed, I guess, pneumonia. The bacteria in the lungs seeped into the bloodstream. She developed systemic sepsis, and she died. God. So you got to protect yourself this cold and flu season. And I know it's cliche what I'm going to tell you. Drink a lot of fluids, get as much sleep and rest as you can, and eat well, and practice some preventative things, such as what I do, for example, is I take this product during cold and flu season, and I put it in my black. I always walk around with it in my black bag, and so this bottle's almost empty. I have to go by the health store and buy a couple more bottles. It also comes in pill form. It's called Force by A. Vogel. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to protect me. I could get sick tomorrow. But it has helped me over the years when I've gotten sick. It's helped me to prevent from getting sick. And when I've even got infected, It has helped me to overcome the infection sooner rather than later. So during the show, streaming it, I'm able to show you these things now, actually show you. And we even showed you, John put up an image of that young woman, Catherine McQuestion. She just got married in September. Can you imagine? And I know we're concerned about the elderly and pregnant women and young children getting sick with the virus, influenza virus, but young people in their 20s can get sick and die. And thousands of people every year die from the flu virus. I don't know if you know that or not. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. Please don't hesitate to call the show. Even if you have a question about which has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, it's okay. We've covered a lot. John was reminding me. Let me ask you, John, so this is what, your second week with me full time, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I didn't ask you this off air. I'll ask you on air.
Uh-oh.
I like the edge. What do you think? You do a lot of this for a living. You stream a lot of shows, man.
Yes, sir.
So what do you think?
I like it.
You like this?
I went home with my wife last night and said, I've been told all my life, you got to eat better, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this, and it's never really stuck. And I finally have found something that's sticking, so we're actually going to become a little more healthier family. Not that we were unhealthy, but
we can all listen. There's room for improvement for everybody. Me, I'll go first in line.
Yeah,
that room improvement line, put me first. I want to go first because there's lots of room for improvement.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm glad. Well, you're sort of a captive audience.
Yeah.
You can't leave.
You can't go nowhere.
You can't go anywhere.
I can't do this remotely either.
No, you can't. You got to sit there and look right at me and listen to me, whether you want to or not.
It's true. Very true.
Good thing we like one another.
It is true.
This would be painful, wouldn't it?
Oh, it would be very painful.
And John was reminding me, he said, you covered a lot of stories this week. Just let me share with you. I'll give you. I'm holding up. You see this? You see all that? Those are stories and studies that I report on. This is like a couple of weeks worth. I kid you not.
That's a lot.
You see that?
Yes.
I produced this show, and believe me, with all the paper I generate, I could probably burn down Tampa with all this paper. I talked about, for example, a study out of University of Eastern Finland regarding women's health. And women, they found in that study, who had good life satisfaction scores, those women, the higher the score, the higher their bone density. I also reported on a study this week concerning women again, and women who were a little overweight or obese maybe, full-figured, and when they were told in the experiment that men prefer full-figured women, those women were happier with their weight, they felt better, they did better with their health. I'm just saying. When Dr. McElwain was in this week, I reported on 100 million Americans live with chronic pain, but the research is insufficient and the clinical practice sometimes called into question. And I asked Dr. McElwain about all of that. The shows are on demand at my website. You can watch them and hear them. When I talked about managing chronic bone and joint pain with him, and then I reported on that primary care physicians use NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. That is the drug that they rely upon virtually 100% of the time. And the article, the story was from the American Pain Society, published in their journal called the Journal of Pain. And they were suggesting that perhaps physicians are relying too much on these NSAIDs, aspirin, Tylenol, whatever they may be. And Dr. McElwain, when he was in studio this week, suggested some natural ways to deal with pain. Again, the show is on demand. You can go and watch it or listen to it. I also reported this week on physical health messages. This show is nothing but, if it's nothing else, it's about health messages. The question is, should the messages be positive or should they be negative? This study came out of the Cornell Food and Brand Lab, I reported, and they found that messages that are negative are better received by healthcare professionals. The layperson prefers more optimistic and positive messaging of health issues. I do a little of both on the show. I also reported this week on long working hours increase the risky alcohol use. In fact, employees who work more than 48 hours per week are more likely to engage in risky alcohol consumption, according to the British Medical Journal, where the study was published. Risky alcohol is considered to be more than 14 drinks a week per women and more than 21 drinks per week for men. I wish they would have broke it down by ounces of alcohol. I don't know how much is in a drink. I don't know. I also report on lack of exercise responsible for twice as many early deaths as obesity. Coming out of Albert Einstein College of Medicine Yeshiva University, I reported on sticking to lifestyle guidelines reduces your risk for certain cancers and for overall mortality. The optimistic message here is that your lifestyle, the way you live your day-to-day life, how you manage stress, do you exercise, are you getting proper sleep and rest, are your relationships in good shape, and so on, including your diet, and this is no breaking news, has a tremendous and positive impact. Sometimes we lose sight of the obvious. We come back, we'll talk about how to energize your body, fighting fatigue.
Did you know that when it comes to supporting whole body health, there's an herbal supplement that may be as important as your daily multivitamin? Discover Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter. Formulated to support a whole body, healthy inflammation response, an ongoing natural process and part of the body doing its job. We often think of the inflammation response as something we can feel, such as where there are sensitive nerve endings. But did you know that we can also have an inflammation response we can't feel? And whether we are aware of it or not, our inflammation response can affect the whole body. Zyflamend is a patented blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, that help balance and support your body's natural, healthy inflammation response for overall health and wellness. And it's clinically tested. Discover the premier herbal supplement for whole body health from New Chapter, Zyflamend Whole Body. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit takesolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
We live in an age of fast information, high-speed communication, instant gratification, rapid transit, ready mixed, pre-cooked, heat and serve, and living life on a moment's notice. But when it comes to staying healthy, you pause for a moment. Jarrow Formulas has been formulating high-quality nutritional products for over 30 years and has been a leader in the research and development of some of the most effective, affordable, and cutting-edge natural health solutions in the world. At Jarrow Formulas, they understand that distinction does not happen overnight and that a reputation for excellence is only earned through many years of persistence. Their staff of scientists and health professionals insist on doing things the old-fashioned way, with clinical studies and scientific research. They believe that the true test of a quality company is the purity, potency, and good value of its products and meeting the highest expectation of those who matter most, their customers. For more information about their superior formulas and to request free samples of their leading brands, please go to www.jarrow.com. Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Vega, clean, plant-based nutrition. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Nordic Naturals, pure and great-tasting omega oils. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And we're back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, however you may be listening, whatever you may be doing. And you may be watching the show. That may be what you are doing at letstalknutrition.com. We had a call off air, right, Stephen? And the caller said?
Yes, I was doing some other things, but were you guys talking about vaccines?
Yes.
Earlier? Okay. Sorry, I was doing some behind-the-scenes stuff, but he was asking if you guys could, or if you could comment on the mercury that is or isn't in vaccines, or there was another name.
Preservatives?
Thimerosal, I believe it was what he said, which he said is similar to mercury or maybe the preservatives, but with a name that doesn't make people think, oh, that's not bad.
This is where that controversy, this is one of the flashpoints. And it gets complicated in, hold on, there you go. It gets complicated, and thimerosal in vaccines has been, it's just one of the issues. And there's the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, for example, has a website on thimerosal. It's a mercury-containing organic compound. They've been using it since the 1930s. It's widely used as a preservative in vaccines and a number of biological and drug products. Now, over the past several decades or past several years, because of the increasing awareness of the neurotoxicity of even low levels of these kinds of compounds, and because of the increased number of thimerosal being put into vaccines that have been added to infant immunization schedules, there's a lot of concern out there in the public. According to I am on a website for the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Let me quote what the USDA said. Thimerosal has been removed from or reduced to trace amounts in all vaccines routinely recommended for children 6 years of age and older or younger, with the exception of inactivated influenza vaccine. Continuing, a preservative-free version of the inactivated influenza vaccine contains trace amounts of thimerosal, is available in limited supply at this time for use in infants, children, and pregnant women. Some vaccines, the USDA said, such as they call it TD, which is indicated for older children 7 years of age or older and adults, are also now available in formulations that are free of thimerosal or contain only trace amounts. Vaccines with trace amounts, they said, of thimerosal contain 1 microgram of mercury per dose end quote. This website, it's entitled Thimerosal, and Thimerosal is spelled Thimerosal. Thimerosal, the title of the article is Thimerosal in Vaccines. It's by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. If you type in your search engine, Thimerosal in Vaccines, the title of the article, USDA, that article comes up, and there's all kinds of information as a preservative in vaccines, as a preservative generally. They talk about it, guidelines on exposure to it, thimerosal toxicity, and so on. So I don't know, Stephen, was the listener suggesting that the thimerosal is still in these drugs?
In a sense, yes. Just the caller, I think it was David. He's called before.
Yeah,
he's very up about.
Sure, I know he is
very up to the snuff on these kind of things. So, it's part of. I'm not giving them a bad name, not David, but these people, anti-vaxxers.
Right.
They typically claim that this stuff is still in there, or that it was in there in the past, and that's what caused the autism and all these other possible side effects that people have dealt with.
Now, according to this report by the USDA, thimerosal has been removed from or reduced to trace amounts in all vaccines routinely recommended for children 6 years of age and younger, with the exception of inactivated influenza vaccine, which is the flu shot. So you're not finding, when they use it, it's, what is it, 1 microgram, what did I say, 1 microgram per dose, less than 1 microgram per dose. So it's not as if there's a high concentration of thimerosal in these vaccines. In some, it's totally eliminated. Good question. I hope that clears it up. That's kind of that's what I'm talking about. Call the show and we can address these things. 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. Fighting fatigue. Let's talk a little bit about this. Big topic. I have written papers on this. I've given talks on it, seminars, presentations, speeches, whatever. It's a big topic. And let me give you a quote. It's by a guy, this motivational speaker. His name's Harvey McKay. Here's what he says. Quote, "Fatigue makes fools of us all. It robs you of your skills and your judgment, and it blinds you to creative solutions," end quote. I would add, not only that, makes you feel tired and crummy. How about that? Besides making a fool of us all, it does. And robbing you of your skills and your judgment and blinds you to creative solutions. The last thing you need is going into surgery with a surgeon who is suffering from fatigue, or your dentist, or your pilot that's trying to land the plane in a bad storm. Not only can fatigue make fools of us all, it can put our lives in jeopardy. Or while you're driving. Oh, come back, we'll talk about it.
Today's veterans often
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Flora, premium organic oils, teas, tonics, and supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And we're back, and we're about halfway through this portion of the show. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. And it's amazing how much territory we cover in the course of a week on the show. The show does air Monday through Friday. It's on 2 hours a day. As I mentioned earlier, it does play in different markets at different times. Check your local listings. And we're delighted to be with you, and I appreciate your listenership. And if you have some ideas about what I'm going to talk about next, please call, because there are a lot of people out there that suffer from TATT. You know what that is, John? Stephen, you know what TATT is?
No idea.
Tired all the time.
Tired all the time.
He knows because he's heard me talk about it. TAT. TAT, as it turns out, it's made that acronym, tired all the time, that is now become a syndrome, and it's made its way into the literature, the serious medical literature. I kid you not. TATT, tired all the time. Seriously. You know, what's the prevalence of the everyday prevalence and the effects of fatigue? Feeling, to feel physically and psychologically dull and drained, especially if you are tired all the time, that's sort of a general definition of fatigue. Frequent complaints in the general population, according to reports that I've looked at, range as high as 45%. You know what I think? I think it's higher than that. And fatigue, I know I'm just confirming what you already know, but it'll undermine the overall quality of your life, your family life, your social life, your work life, your sex life, because of decreased energy, motivation, and focus. It's bad news. In terms of the workplace, 38% of U.S. workers, according to some reports, suffer from fatigue. 65.7% of fatigue workers reported health-related lost productive time, compared with 26.4% of workers without fatigue. If you don't think this drives employers and companies crazy, think again. What are some of the... I did some research here, and I found a report from the Canadian Centre for Occupational Health and Safety. And they did a report, and in the report they talked about some work-related health consequences of fatigue. Check out this list. And it doesn't only just relate to the workplace. I think it relates to life generally. Excuse me. Decreased decision-making ability. Decreased ability to do complex planning. Diminished communication skills, something I can't afford to have. Decreased productivity and performance. Reduced attention and vigilance. Loss of memory or ability to recall details. Increased forgetfulness, increased errors in judgment, increased tendency for risk-taking. When people are fatigued, they'll take more risks. The last thing you need is some pilot who's suffering from severe fatigue making some bad decision, some risky decision on whether or not to land that plane in this bad storm. Inability to respond to changes in surroundings or information provided. Inability to stay awake, falling asleep while operating machinery or driving a vehicle. Ooh. Increased sick time, absenteeism, rate of turnover, increased medical costs, increased rate of accidents. Those are just some of the consequences of fatigue. Now, what is it? Fatigue is your subjective feeling of tiredness. It is not a sign. There's no way for a physician or anybody else to go in with some instrument and measure your, I can't give you a blood test and know how fatigued you are necessarily. There's no fatigue metric. It's a symptom. Hence, it's subjective. It's a subjective feeling of tiredness experienced as a lack of physical, mental, or emotional energy. It hits you in all three ways. You feel lousy physically, you feel lousy mentally, and you feel lousy emotionally. Think about your married life, your relational life with somebody, your intimate personal life with somebody you care about and love. And what have you had the experience where somebody in that relationship is really fatigued because they've been working a lot, they're excessively tired, they're not getting enough sleep and rest and whatever? And it's almost like their personality changes. And you're dealing, you don't know, is it going to be Dr. Jekyll or is it going to be Mr. Hyde today? Or, who's going to show up? It can affect you in such a profound way. Now, I'm going to tell you, and I've given workshops on this, and I can say to you pretty confidently that without the use of drugs or stimulants, you can boost and sustain your physical, mental, and emotional energy levels and counter the causes and effects of fatigues using scientifically proven dietary strategies. Notice, I'm just sticking with dietary strategies that are safe and effective. Now, there are many causes for fatigue, no question about that. I'm just going to focus on diet-related causes. Now, the first one I'm going to tell you, you're going to say, you know what? You're wasting my time. One of the most prominent factors causing fatigue in people, it's something that you should drink every day, John. What do you think it is?
Water.
Water. Honestly, dehydration and electrolyte imbalance taken together is one of the primary causes of fatigue. Now, you can drink 50 gallons of water every day. If you're only getting 2 hours sleep at night, you're still going to be tired. All other factors being equal, not drinking enough water can cause fatigue. Over 60% of your body weight is constituted of water. Water is needed in all metabolic actions and reactions. All chemical reactions are done in a fluid base, in a solution, water. And it's the dehydration and electrolyte imbalance is often overlooked and underestimated. And sometimes it's hard to recognize. When you're so dehydrated and your electrolytes have been so depleted, the body can't carry out the biochemical and physiological functions, including the metabolizing of energy. Symptoms of dehydration, you know what they are. Dry mouth, tired and sleepy, headache, dizziness, decreased and darker urine. Those are some classic signs. 65% of your body is constituted of water. Let me just say this. You can go for days without eating. Weeks, maybe. But you'll die in days without water. Drink water. First thing on the list. Come back, I'll share some other dietary strategies, and I'll have the LTN health question of the day. $25 supplement gift card if you win.
Hi, I'm Kate. When I asked my health food store to recommend a natural solution to improve my digestive health, they suggested their best-selling probiotic, Ultimate Flora Critical Care. It has 50 billion live probiotic cultures in every capsule. I was surprised to learn that a poor diet, aging, and even stress can deplete our bodies of billions of good bacteria. That's why I take one Ultimate Flora Critical Care probiotic a day to help maintain my digestive balance, support my immune health, and help keep me regular. And my mother takes Ultimate Flora Senior Formula. It's formulated to help adults 50 and older maintain good digestive health too. It's the Ultimate Flora difference that sold me. Each high-potency, once-daily formula includes strains that are scientifically studied for their specific health benefits. Plus, the delayed-release capsules protect the probiotics from harsh stomach acid. Ultimate Flora probiotics are available at health food stores everywhere. From Renew Life, the digestive care experts.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Xenia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Xenia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Xenia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Xenia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Xenia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, collagen, and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you are strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Xenia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Xenia by name. Start taking Xenia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract. Available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit Kyolic.com. That's KYOLIC.com. Or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Did you know your digestive tract is home to millions of bacteria? Some good, some not so good. And if you want to stay healthy, it's important to make sure that your body is populated with the good bacteria it needs. Probiotic Defense contains 13 of today's most effective friendly bacteria strains, along with other compounds shown in studies to support healthy digestion and immune system function. Don't settle for low-potency, overpriced formulas. Ask for Now Foods Probiotic Defense with the bright orange label. To find a retailer near you, go to nowfoods.com.
What are you doing this month? If you suffer from stiff joints, you can do something special. You could try new Flex Now Joint Formula. Flex Now offers you complete relief in just 1 month or a complete refund. Flex Now is a unique concentration of shea nut triterpenes, the most potent inflammation fighter of any botanical, and it's only when inflammation is reduced that your body begins to heal. Try new Flex Now Joint Formula and make this the month you get rid of stiff joints. Ask for Flex Now at Vitamin Discount Center and other leading natural product stores.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Greens Plus, superfood for super health. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Xenia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Right Way Nutrition, nutrition the right way. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the LTN Health Question of the Day, sponsored by VDCUSA.com. I was reporting on a story about a woman who recently died from the flu. She caught the flu, apparently developed pneumonia, I think, and then ultimately, the cause of death was sepsis. The bacteria that were in the lungs got into the bloodstream, and she passed away. Devastating story to the family. Devastating. How old was the woman? Was she 16, 26, or 36? How old was she? 877-897-8255. 877-897-8255. If you have the right answer, you'll win a $25 supplement gift card. Easy. I'll give you some clues. She recently got married, so that might eliminate one choice. She recently got married, and she was relatively young. Should be able to beat that together. So was she 16, 26, or 36? And we John put an image up of her up on the screen, and earlier she was just a beautiful young woman. It's amazing. And I reported on that story because I was trying to make the point. I know the elderly and women who are pregnant are vulnerable, and especially young children too, are vulnerable to the flu virus. The vaccine is only 23% effective, they're reporting today. So, and she got the flu shot. That's a piece of evidence that the vaccine isn't working this year, and she still died. 877-8, phone lines are lit up. 877-897-8255. I'm talking about fighting fatigue. Drink water. Drink water. There's all kinds of recommendations for water. 8-ounce glasses a day. Half of your body weight in water, in ounces. People give that recommendation. How do you prevent and correct dehydration? Make drinking water a daily habit. Something I have a hard time doing myself. Drink about half your body weight in ounces throughout the day. Eat fruits and vegetables. They're 80-90% water. Avoid excessive alcohol and caffeine intake. If you are going to drink a lot of alcohol and caffeine, please make sure you drink a lot of water. A diet high in excess sodium takes away your water. Too much protein will cause you to get dehydrated. Electrolyte imbalance. Electrolytes are these minerals in the cells, blood, and other body fluids that carry an electrical charge. I won't get into the chemistry explanation. But nevertheless, when you sweat a lot, for example, you will lose your electrolytes. And electrolytes play many different important roles in the body. And there are some products that you drink a lot of water, especially if you're perspiring a lot. But there are some products at the health store. One is by Emergen-C. The brand is Emergen-C. Has electrolytes in it. They have one that's especially for electrolyte imbalance. You put that in water and drink it down. It's easy. But I'm telling you, fatigue is often dehydration and electrolyte imbalance is caused by dehydration and electrolyte imbalance. Poor digestion, another cause of fatigue. If your body's not breaking down food by mechanical means, meaning chewing it, or enzymatically into absorbable forms, the body can't convert those nutrients for energy in metabolic processes. Poor digestion often leads to fatigue. Have you ever noticed that? That's why I spend a lot of time on this show talking about good digestive health. It's critical. Poor digestion. Carbs get converted into glucose, fats into fatty acids, proteins into amino acids. Those all get used in some form or fashion, get converted into energy. And then get the food, the energy in foods, that chemical energy is stored in the atoms as bonds. The atoms are bonded together, and when those bonds are broken, the energy gets released, right? So you can store energy in your body. Eating unhealthy foods, fast food diet, and so on makes plays havoc with your digestive system. Listen, go to my shows. They're on demand. All the shows I have listed there about digestive health. Poor digestion. Poor nutritional status, which is connected to poor digestion, leads to fatigue. You don't have enough vitamins and minerals in your body to do the kind of metabolic work that needs to be done. And this is where, if your diet is terrible, taking supplements comes into play and can serve a wonderful purpose. But if you're deficient in B vitamins, iron, coenzyme Q10, vitamin D, zinc, and so on, you're going to feel fatigued. Also, in terms of lifestyle, not enough sleep and rest, too much stress, not enough exercise, all contribute to fatigue. Let's go to Brandon. Connie, how old was the woman who died from sepsis attributable to the flu?
I think it was 26 years old.
Congratulations. You won a $25 supplement gift card. I got to take another call. I go to Lutz. Marie, you had a question about a product question.
Yes, the liquid that you were talking about, minerals or something that you were taking.
Oh, yeah, that I was holding up. It's called Echina Force. Echina Force. Yeah, Echina, ECHNIFORCE. Echina Force, made by A. Vogel. I know that you can get it at a health food store. Echina Force. It comes in a liquid. It also comes in a pill form. It's echinacea. It's a very wonderful and viable form of echinacea. Echina Force. ECHNIFORCE. Echina.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I wish you were on in the evening when a lot of people are at work and don't get to hear you, and they forget they could maybe hear it later.
Yeah, thank you. Go to my website. Listen and watch on demand. Your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace.